Welcome to the Stitch Profit Calculator tutorial. Today we're going to walk through the numbers fine together. You'll notice there are 4 sheets. The first is the main Stitch Profit Calculator, or SPC, from now on. This is where you'll figure out a fair price for your knitted and crocheted items. The second is the final price sheet, a handy overview of your wholesale and retail prices. Then we have the yarn converter, which helps you calculate how much yarn you've used. And finally, the time converter, which converts the time you spend on a project into hours. You can fill in all the white cells, those are yours to edit, while the colored ones usually contain formulas or fixed values. Let's go through an example. On the main SPC sheet, start by entering the product name, like Handmade headband, then add the size, like adult, and the yarn you used, for example, Malabrigo Rasta. Then pop in the cost of one skein, let's say $23, and how much yarn you used. If you're not sure about the yarn amount, I'll show you how to figure that out later. The cost of the yarn will be calculated automatically. Next, add the cost of any other materials, like pom-poms or tags. For example, if you use a $1 tag for each headband, enter that amount. Packaging costs can be added here or lumped into the overhead. Overhead covers general business costs like tools, website fees, and so on. It's usually between $1 and $3. To tweak this, go to cell H2, which is the first overhead cell in the table, and change the number. This will update the overhead values for all your products. Next, enter how long it took to make the product. For the Handmade headband, I know it takes about 45 minutes, which is 0.75 hours. If you need help converting the time, I'll show you how to use the time converter sheet in a bit. The hourly rate is pre-filled at $15, but you can change this in cell J2. Remember to think about your skills and experience when setting this rate, and don't go below the minimum wage in your area. The SPC will now give you both the wholesale and retail prices. If the retail price feels a bit too high, check out my guide or blog post on pricing with confidence, linked below. To add more rows to your SPC, simply click the little circled equal symbol just below the last row number. This will add a new row with all the necessary formulas. If you need to add a row between already filled rows, just right-click on the row number except for row 2, or click the little arrow that appears next to the row number. Then choose Add Row Above or Add a Row Below, depending on what you need. Don't forget to add the same number of rows in the final prices sheet by clicking the circled equal symbol at the bottom of that sheet too. For the yarn converter, enter the weight of a skein and the weight of your finished product before adding tags, pom-poms, or anything else. This will calculate how much yarn you used. If your leftover yarn isn't enough for another project, it's better to round up to the full skein. The time converter is there to help you turn minutes into hours. For example, 1 hour and 30 minutes converts to 1.50 hours. Or if you only know the minutes, like 95 minutes, it'll convert to 1.58 hours. I hope this tutorial makes using the Stitch Profit Calculator easy and straightforward. If you have any question, don't hesitate to reach out. And now go ahead and price your creation fairly and with confidence.